Like if you found the video valuable. The building loomed against the night sky, a crumbling high-rise swallowed in darkness. Detective Erin Cole adjusted her scarf and stepped inside, flashlight in hand. She had been following the trail of David Marlowe, a 32-year-old accountant who had vanished 3 weeks ago. The last place his phone pinged was here. The lobby smelled of mold and dust. A lone elevator sat at the far end, its tarnished brass doors reflecting her flashlight beam. She pressed the call button. It flickered weakly, like it hadn't been touched in years. Inside, the elevator groaned as if protesting her presence. A panel of worn buttons lined the wall. They were labeled from 1 to 6, but there was also an extra, faded button, its number barely visible, 7. The 7th floor wasn't supposed to exist. According to the building's blueprints, the structure only had 6. Erin hesitated, then pressed it. The ascent was slow. The hum of the motor was replaced by silence, as though the elevator had detached from the rest of the world. A faint static filled the air, like a distant radio signal. When the doors finally slid open, she stepped into dim fluorescent light. The hallway stretched unnaturally long, lined with apartment doors. The wallpaper was yellowed, the air heavy and stale. Halfway down the hall, a man appeared, disheveled, pale, eyes wide with disbelief. "Are you new?" he asked. "I'm Detective Erin Cole," she said, flashing her badge. "I'm looking for David," the man interrupted. "He's here." "We all are." "We?" she asked. He stepped aside, revealing a room filled with people, men, women, and children, all dressed in outdated clothing. Some wore fashion from the 1970s, others from the 1990s. They all stared at her like she was a ghost. A woman in a faded floral dress spoke. "We've been here since the day we disappeared. The elevator brought us." Erin's pulse quickened. "Brought you where?" The woman's eyes dropped to the floor. "Between." From the back of the room, David Marlowe emerged, looking exactly as he had in his missing posters. "Detective," he said, "you shouldn't have come. The 7th floor doesn't let people leave." A cold draft swept through the hallway, and the lights flickered. The elevator at the end dinged softly, its doors sliding open without anyone pressing the button. The pale man whispered, "It's calling you now." Erin's instincts screamed to run, but her feet carried her forward. She stepped inside. The doors closed before she could change her mind. This time, the panel had only one button, B. The elevator plummeted. The air grew thick, and the walls seemed to pulse, almost breathing. Erin reached for her radio, static hissed back. When the doors opened, she found herself not in the lobby, but in another hallway, identical to the one above. Only this time, the doors along the walls were open, revealing empty, shadow-filled rooms. A voice behind her whispered, "Welcome back." She turned. It was the pale man from before, smiling faintly. "It doesn't matter where you start. Everyone ends up here." The elevator doors slid shut on their own, sealing her in the 7th floor's eternal loop.